Will you free the world of its coming doom or bring it closer to the verge? Do you want to be an honorable peace bringer or a walking blade of death? Will you serve kings or make them kneel? Whatever you decide, have fun. And that's exactly the point with this mod. It is exceptionally fun. Hello Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of Paradigm Worlds. I last played this mod back in 2017 and it has now reached version 1.0. I'm really excited about this, so let's just start a new game. It's a crazy mod, it really is, and that's the best thing about it, that it is just so crazy. It puts everything together that you would never think would go together, and well, you'll see exactly what I mean when we go in here. If you haven't seen my previous video on it, then you will be quite surprised, I think. Anyway, have a look at this. If you want, you can pause the video and you can read a little bit of the backstory of Paradigm Worlds. And also, if you would like to, there is a download link in the description. Now, this is the first of the changes, obviously. There are a huge amount of different choices here. You can play as an alien, a genie, you can play as an orc, an uruk, and that's kind of obviously kind of close to what I'm currently playing in one of my other series at the moment. Anyway, we have a mutant, a vampire, half-giant, all kinds of wonderful things. I think I'm going to play as an alien this time. I'd like to maybe try and use some energy weapons, but you can see exactly the kind of craziness you're going to expect in this mod, because if you're seeing orcs, aliens, elves, vampires, and mutants together, then you certainly have a very unique experience indeed. So let's go in as an alien. Okay, so what was our father? A heretic cultist, an assassin, a prison warden, an apprentice wizard? That doesn't really make sense with an alien, does it? Kind of, maybe, no. Famous pirate, what about that? An alien pirate, that sounds pretty good. And we spent our early life as I suppose a mercenary, because if our father was a pirate, then it would kind of make sense that we might be a mercenary, so let's do that. And then we became something else. I don't exactly know what, though. A fake magic artifact seller. That's kind of amusing. Maybe we should do that. Oh, scavenger of alien parts from another dimension. Yes, let us do that. Alright, so we became an acolyte of any of these things. So yeah, I have no idea about any of these, as it's just, they're just all crazy things, and I have no idea. So shall we do unknown experiment? What does that do? You were sure that mutants were cannibals and you have a chance to taste mutant meat. Oh, well that's... no, I think we're probably not going to do that. What about the Digital Legion? Yeah, I think this is good. Yes, I think we've been turned into an alien cyborg by the looks of things. Okay, a band of hardened companions, your best bodyguards. Now, you may have noticed that there are a couple of things here. For example, these plus 65 or plus X value doomsday clicks. Now, what this means is that there is a certain doomsday counter in the game, and the more doomsday clicks you get, the more powerful bandit parties and lords and all that sort of thing get. So it will eventually get to ludicrous levels where everyone is just insanely powerful. Anyway, let's just continue like that and we'll see what's going on. Alright, so this is our final choice as far as I'm aware. We have a whole bunch of different selections here. I think the last time I played this, I selected Cult Leader, and I think this time we're probably going to go and select something else. Maybe... Conspiracy Inquisitor, or maybe Pirate Rebel Hunter? Let's go with that. You decide to start your own league guild. Now you've made some very serious enemies. Weak and corrupted guilds of evil hunters were easy to steer from behind by the greatest paradigm powers. As a new power arises, your little rebellion can be dangerous to the political stability. All you have is a base of operations, formerly a town, and a pirate hunters guild old fortress. That sounds pretty good to me, so let's go ahead here and see what we're gonna do. Oh my, alright, so we have some pretty low stats with the exception of leadership right here. We have 103 in firearms. I obviously want to be using magic and / energy weapons, but pretty sure I'm going to be equipped with a firearm, considering I chose pirate most of the time. So I'm probably going to be leveling this up a little bit more as well. And let's see, I'm actually going to go for 21 agility right here. I don't think I'm going to go for any more charisma because we already have 6 in leadership, so nothing really to worry about there. And we'll just go for a little bit more strength, just so that we can use everything that we want to use, like, you know, gear and things like that. We have 15 skill points. I very much want to make sure that we are good with our firearms. Seems like there isn't a firearm skill, which is a bit of a shame, but maybe we can do a bit of that. Sailing, yeah, by the way, this mod does actually include a different map to the one that was previously shown in February, as obviously a lot of work has been done on it, so it's going to be pretty crazy. Let's see, let's go for mobile shooter a little bit, I suppose, and we'll just go for a crazy amount of weapon master because I very much want to just boost up my energy weapons as well as my firearms, and then we will go from there and see what we're able to do. Alright, so considering this is one of the mods that is very unique in its display of various factions and races and all the various characters you can see and play as, we're going to go for a completely different name here. We're going for Zulk. Yes, Zulk. Zulk will command and conquer everything. He does. Wow, he looks. Let me just say, he looks a little bit worse for wear, doesn't he? Alright, well, as you can see, I'm just going to randomize a little bit here so you can see a couple of the things that you can go through, a couple of the different textures and designs that you're going to see here. Obviously, this is only for the alien race at the moment, and there's just so many different choices, so we're just going to go for something like this, I guess, and then we are going to be joining the local patrol to Mao Tao, based in the alien warm swamps. That sounds good to me. Alright, let's do it. Let's do the starter quest. It will give us an opportunity to see exactly what we're... Wow, exactly what we're dealing with right here. Yeah, you can already see exactly how crazy it is. I have a staff. That's kind of amusing, considering I have this, which is literally a gun that fires bullets, I assume, or energy rounds of some kind. That's pretty cool. And let's see what we can do here. Yeah, this is obviously not your standard warband mod by any means. It is completely off its rocker in a very good way, and we're going to be exiting here and having a look around, because this is the first time, unless you've played this mod before, of course, this is the first time you will be seeing this new map. It is huge. Absolutely huge. Now if I just go across over here and then go up, I can't even scroll out enough for us to be able to see the entire thing. So you can imagine how massive it actually is. Huge amounts of different factions everywhere. There are certain islands as well. And it seems like we've chosen, yeah, maybe quite wisely. What's this faction? Oh, the Necrocore Syndicate. They're probably going to be quite powerful, considering they own quite a bit of territory. These guys also seem to own quite a bit. That's the Fantasy Majocracy, and we are currently here in the Alien Shogunate. Yes, now the Alien Shogunate is a combination of aliens and, you know, Japanese shogunates of old. So, yeah, kind of amazing, right? Yes. So we're going to take a look at our inventory here. I have a whole bunch of... I have a whole bunch of gear here. I have literally a cyber bear of some kind, a berserker double axe. We have silver bullets, an executor shotgun. That's exactly what I'm using right now. That is pretty cool. I don't exactly know how good it is. I don't really want to use this staff, no offense, but I'm going to be switching to the Pirate Hunter lightsaber. Yeah, you read that right. It is a lightsaber. And yeah, what else do we have here? Well, I'm obviously wearing some very, very good armor. Bear in mind that this mod is, I mean, the actual display of it is crazy, and the gameplay is just as crazy. So we're gonna see exactly what happens. Oh, there we go. We actually do have a Vampire Hunter revolver. So if we come across a couple of dastardly vampires, then I suppose we are probably going to be using that. I would like to buy some food, actually. I think buying some food might make sense, unless my people do not eat food, but I guess they do. I actually have 100,000 dinars at the moment, because obviously we are... Do we own something? As far as I'm aware, we do own something. It said that we own something, but maybe maybe that's not the case. Let's actually just take a look here at characters. Zolk. No. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Yep, we do own things. We actually do own things. That's amazing. Okay, so we own this territory over here, amusingly enough. Oh, there we go. The players' supporters. Okay, so that's awesome. So we are technically the light green faction. Right. Okay, so let's get into some action, shall we? Let's have a look here. These guys have 39. I have 83. I don't exactly know why they want to kill us, but you can see here the enormity of companions that I have with me. If you take a look at the companion screen, we even have Jason in here. We have Max Gibson. I don't exactly know whether that's a play on Mel Gibson, but there it is anyway. We have Commodus Maximus, Tombstone Punisher, which is an undead Punisher. Freddy Krueger we have here as well. Darth Kalak, because of course we have to have Darth Kalak, and a variety of other things here as well. And these guys are all going to obviously level up and help us out and do all kinds of wonderful things. So let's attack this very scary looking thing. I have no idea what this is, and I don't really want to get eaten by it. So let's see if we can beat them. They are desert abominations. I wouldn't have guessed. They do seem pretty abominable to me. So let's take the field and see what we can do with our... Whoa, yeah, we're moving fast as well. Bear that in mind. Everything in this mod moves pretty quickly. The move speed, I believe, is tied to your agility as far as I'm aware, but it is much more... shall we say multiplicative than it is in regular Warband and various other mods, because obviously if you're wanting realism, this is probably not the mod to go for, let's be honest. Anyway, let's see if I can shoot a couple. Oh damn, that is really nice. That is some really nice damage right there. Okay, so maybe I can do some damage. Hello. Oh, okay, yep, okay, yeah, exactly. I should have gotten my sword out a lot earlier, shouldn't I? Yes, that was exactly my problem there. But I think we're probably going to win this. It's not a far cry to believe that we will win. But I really just wanted to use my shotgun a little bit more. And this is obviously the first battle that I'm doing in this mod for quite some time. And yes, everything just running around here. Oh yeah, and also by the way, if you're looking for funnies in terms of ragdolls, then you're going to see it on these camels right here and various other things. Bear in mind, you can fix that. There is a way to fix it. I think if you go into the camp options and you disable or turn ragdolls to 0, then you won't have any problems with that. I just really find ragdolls hilarious, so I'm going to be keeping those because they dance and it's amazing. So yeah, we're just going to leave that alone. You can see already that many of our companions are leveling up, and well, they're obviously going to be getting a huge amount of skill points. I think considering they're already getting a huge amount of kills, it might not be necessary for us to level them up just yet, but maybe in a little bit we will be able to do that. And you can already see here as well that we have a whole bunch of armor and weapons here that we can sell for a very large amount. Really should have gone for some inventory management, I feel. Inventory management would be pretty interesting and kind of useful at the moment, but obviously I have just a large amount of different things. You can see here that these blasters right here, they use shurikens, so you can actually shoot shurikens out of rifles. So if you've ever wanted to do that, you can. Yes. Ah, sir, Messalina is incorrigibly indisciplined. Ah, Messalina is a traitor. Well, I don't really want companions to leave us, but I guess you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say I don't have time for your petty dispute, and we're just going to move on. And everyone has leveled up. We also have some pirate hunter sergeants and officers here, which are obviously from our selection beforehand of, you know, our father being a pirate and so on. So that's pretty cool. And as we see here, we have land, and we need to appoint someone. Who do we want to appoint? Do we either want to appoint Darth Kalak or maybe Freddy Krueger to lead our to lead our court. Yeah, I guess Freddy Krueger will probably do the best job. Let's be honest. And let's have a look here. What about Zolkish Dominion? I guess we'll go for as the name of our paradigm. That sounds like a good plan to me. There are a huge amount of desert abominations around here. I'm kind of a bit worried about them, to be honest. I mean, they were able to kill me pretty easily, and they did take out 12 of our companions, so that's obviously kind of a little bit worrying, but I suppose we shouldn't worry too much about it. Who are they over there? Oh, Dread Knights and skeletons and all kinds of things. Okay, so I guess what we're going to do is, apart from doing a couple more battles and seeing if we can level up our troops a little bit more, we are obviously going to try and do a siege. Because of course this is a special feature. I want to try and showcase as many features of the mod as we possibly can. I think I've already shown a huge amount of it because there's just so much. And there's obviously still a huge amount to go. But anyway, we can actually ask them for gear, valuables, and heads, apparently. After your death, we'll pay your families a visit and slaughter them all. Yes, let's do that. We gain renown for that, and we actually do lose some relation with the undead, but I don't really mind. We will be annoying basically everyone in this mod. And, you know, attempting to take things away from them and all kinds of stuff. So let's see if I can actually use my shotgun a little bit better this time around. Wow, that's actually kind of amazing. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. This shotgun is absolutely awesome. And I'm kind of sad that I think it only has 12 bullets. Well, technically it has 24, because obviously we are going to be reloading, I suppose. I'm going to go for a two-handed... Yeah, there we go. My lightsaber is hungering for skeletal flesh. I don't know why it would be, but... Yes, skeletal flesh doesn't really make sense, does it? No, they don't really have flesh because they're just bones, but oh well, just go with it. Go with it. It's this mod. We just have to go crazy. Anyway, let's see if I can do a little bit of extra. Yeah, is that one of mine? I don't know whether that's one of mine. No, I don't think it is. Take it out. There we go. Well, we didn't take it out, but one of our pirate hunter officers did. And let's see if I can find a couple more people. And, oh yes, also bear in mind that if you want to start from 0, you can very easily, and it will give you some benefits, you know, it will probably give you more skill points and things like that. And it will also allow you to join Lord's armies as a freelancer. There is freelancer in this mod as well, so if you want to be part of the alien shogunate as a little troop, and you can run around with some of their lords, then you can do that. And as far as I'm aware, it also has diplomacy. Obviously, it has the after-death camera and everything. And, well, I was actually attempting, despite my best efforts, I was attempting to try to list as many features of the mod as possible in the video, but there are just so many, and it is just so numerous, the amount of stuff that is included, that it is almost basically impossible for me to do that unless I'm looking directly at the list. So I'd highly recommend checking out the link in the description if you want to check that out, because there are just so many. It really is crazy. And that's the definition of this mod. It is crazy and awesome at the same time. And as I say, if you have grown a little bit tired perhaps of medieval style stuff, even though this is kind of still in the same vein as that, because of course sieges will still be, you know, available. Battles are still fought on actual fields, you know. So yeah, but if you've grown a little bit tired of those particular situations and environments and all that sort of thing, then this is going to give you trees that look very much like alien trees. And yeah, you're gonna get all kinds of amazing stuff. So we're actually just going to tell our troops to attack without us here, because I don't really want to go back in, and we do have a whole bunch of people to take here. So I'm going to take a Skeletal Dread Knight, the Magus as well. Let's take the Lich. Personally, I don't really think me taking anything is that useful, but you can see here that, wow, there's actually a couple of mutant heads and stuff that we can actually loot here, which I probably am going to do just because I'd like to sell those for a good amount of money. Get out of here, heavy quarterstaff. I really do not want you in my inventory. An antique one-handed axe. Yes, get out of here as well. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll just take that. And if you want, you can then put a zombie head on yourself. Yeah, you can do that as well. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so yeah, there we go. And yeah, apparently everyone has a problem with Messalina. I have no idea why. Maybe I should have made her the main court person instead of Freddy Krueger, because apparently everyone was getting on with him perfectly fine. I don't know why, but I guess maybe he went into their dreams and said everything's fine. Just go back to sleep. That's probably the case. Anyway, let's go over to our territory here, and are these part of mine? No, I don't think they're part of my faction or anything. I don't think I have anyone actually helping me out here, so it might make sense for us to try and do something about that by persuading a couple of lords to join us, perhaps. Anyway, this gives us a perfect opportunity to take a look at the various banners that we have access to here. And I think I already have kind of a good eye on something that I'd like to get, but I'm just gonna kind of pause on some of these screens just so you can take a look at them for a couple of seconds. And some of them are extremely detailed and very nicely representative of the various factions and indeed races that you're going to find within the mod. So yeah, there's basically something for everyone here. So if you can't find something, well, maybe you can upload your own custom banner in there. Anyway, I'm going to choose this one right here. This seems kind of cool to me, so we'll go with that. Yes, and do bear in mind that the standard dialogues, shall we say, are still in the game. So if you're bothered by that, well, that's just how it is. You can't really do much about that. Anyway, let's see what else we can do here. We can manage the order. Yes, by the way, there are knighthood orders as far as I'm aware. I'm not entirely sure how extensive the system is because I haven't obviously tested it out yet. So let's establish an order, shall we? Alright, so we require an Ancient Order license, because as it has been told by Elder Monarch, the first founder, the book is the law and law is by the book. There was word and word was in the book. Moreover, you should have proper relations, more than 20, with the order you want to establish. Right, Well, personally, I don't know whether I do have more than 20 relations, because when you first start off, you are assigned a couple of negative relations and a couple of positive relations dependent on your selections, like race selection and your various backgrounds and things like that. So I'm going to try the... You know what? Let's just actually hold off for a second. I was actually going to say, let's just try something, but we can actually just take a look at order relations right here. There we go, the Digital Legion. We have 25 relation with them. So the Digital Legion is definitely going to be an order over here. So let's do that. Digital Legion. There we go. Is now at Sergeant level 1. Upgrade order to higher level. And what do we need to actually do that? We don't have a license. We don't have a license to be able to do that. You need the order license. Okay. So I have no idea where to get the order license. Maybe in the goods vendor here? I have no idea. But what we're going to be doing is selling a whole bunch. Unfortunately, the human head only sells for 290 now, but oh well. Never mind. I'll sell the Uruk head as well. We'll just sell a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, wow. All right. So after selling for 7,700 dinars, we've now entered the tavern, which, as you can see, has been retextured as well. And I'm actually wondering where I can get an order upgrade from, but maybe we can get it through something here. Yeah, look at this. Now, there are even more things to do in the Manage Town menu. You can build a raw crystal mine. I have no idea what that's going to do, but maybe it's good. Oh, wow. Look at that. So it actually increases town prosperity. It also increases the amount of raw crystals extracted and various things like that. There are also a number of other things that you can, of course, build here. A Doomsday Cult Temple. What does that do? There are two main cults, the Old God and the Ketele cult. In each town, you can build only one temple. The Cult of Doomsday, sometimes called the Ketele cult, glorifies belief in that person or thing. They believe that Ketele made a pact with a powerful demon. She willingly died for becoming Queen of Hell. Now she does everything to end this world and bring everyone to her new kingdom. The Doomsday cultists think that destroying peace on this world will earn the gratitude of Hell's Queen in the afterlife. Doomsday Cult Temple moves forward 7 clicks of the Doomsday Clock every month, but you get a lot of cultists to reinforce the town's garrison, and you also improve relations with cultists and so on and so forth. That's pretty amazing. So if you want to, you can bring about the end of the world by being a cultist, and that's exactly what I did in the first video I made on this mod. So that's pretty cool, actually. What else do we want to do though? What about a manufacturer? What is this? Increases town prosperity by 22%. Right, that's going to take 35 days. I guess I'll just build one of these. Why not? It's going to take 22 days, which is not that much actually, so I don't really have a problem with it. There are a huge amount of pirate hunters and various other pretty high tier units in here. For example, these guys are amazing. The vampire hunter apprentices, I have no idea about them, but yeah, I think in general, if you start as the leader of your own faction, then you're definitely going to have a pretty decent time of things. Right. Okay, so we can either... Should we go into the castle here and speak to Freddy? Let's speak to Freddy. Hey, can you tell me what I should do now? Yeah, okay, so we should probably take a look at who we are currently at war with and then see exactly what's gonna go down. Hello. Oh, he's a vassal of the alien shogunate. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why you're here. Why are you here? Well, this is very interesting. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so... what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see if anyone is... Ah, hello there, United States of Renaissance. Let's do this. I'm going to go down there and actually try and take them out. Let's see how much... Oh, wow. I'm actually already over the capacity of how many units I can field, which is kind of amazing considering I have 5 leadership. Oh, I actually leveled up a huge amount as well. So, what do I do here? I don't exactly know. Let's go for strength 15 and then we'll go for 24 in agility. I'd like to make sure that our weapon master is maxed out as much as possible. And then, of course, I mean, agility is pretty good at improving our movement speed as well. And then we probably want to improve our power strike because at the moment we are not hitting for anything. So it would be kind of nice for us to do that, even though I'm probably going to just be using my shotgun for the most part. But bear in mind, longer, more drawn-out fights, they're going to be kind of tough for me because I really do not have that much in the way of ammo. And so me using a lightsaber to back us up a little bit is probably going to be the best option I have. What can I do at these villages here? Well, technically I could recruit, and we can do pretty standard stuff when it comes to managing the village. So what we should do before we move on any further is we should take a look at the camp menu here, because obviously I haven't shown this yet and it is kind of important to the way that the mod runs. So there's crafting. You can create a lightsaber, you can create kinetic plasma rifles and dynamite bombs, plasma shotguns, and even a power field armor set. I have no idea what you're going to need for it. Yeah, you're going to need all this stuff. You're going to need 1 mutant brute body, 1 pirate juggernaut helm, and so on and so forth. So there is a crafting system, and that is spectacular in itself, just to have a crafting system that is kind of simple to use. I like that quite a bit. I know there are many more in-depth crafting systems like in other mods, but for this, I think that's a perfect crafting system. Internal affairs, what is this? Change your aliens culture? No. Change your faction's culture, color, modify your banner, rename your kingdom, do all kinds of wonderful stuff. We can actually call them different things as well. We can call them Zolkas and Zolkinas. I have no idea. Let's just do that. There we go. That's kind of amusing. And we can even change the player map icon. Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. This action will change the party icon when you're on the horse or on foot. To unlock more icon themes, gain more renown. Choose a relevant faction culture or earn them by gaining or losing honor. There are many ways of unlocking the items. Some of them are secret. Changing an icon theme costs 1 Doomsday Clock click. Right, so we should probably... I have no idea. Bandit's Bane? There we go. We're now Bandit's Bane. I have no idea about that. Faction Designer. There is actually a Faction Designer. Wow. I had no idea. To use Faction Designer, you don't need anything special. However, you cannot use Faction Designer to edit your own culture. Wow. Which faction would you like to change? This is crazy. Considering I'm on my way to the United States of Renaissance, let's take a look at them. Aha, this will set up race for all regular units belonging to this faction. If you choose another reinforcement template like this, their race will not be changed. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, we're not going to change anything because I like to play the mod how it's intended. There's also running speed here, so if you want to run extremely fast, then you can run faster than light. Yes, so there's all kinds of things there. Set up campfire, you can read a book. There's obviously the PBOD mod options as well, so Horse Archer fix, Lancer fix, all that sort of thing. Absolutely fine there. And I'm going to disable companion complaints actually, didn't do that before. And the paradigm menu is the same as this. Okay, well, there you go. That is a very, very nice look at that. And yeah, as you can see, I've actually changed the way that I look on the map. So we're now looking a bit like a bandit, I guess, rather than a farmer peasant. So I suppose that's a bit better. Anyway, let's go in. Let's go into the Crimson Royale. And, oh, apparently this guy wanted to fight us. I think I'm probably going to lose this battle, but I think it could be fun anyway, and we're going to see exactly how powerful our Pirate Hunter units actually are. And I'd like to get a bunch more renown as well, because my renown at the moment is, I think, kind of awful, and that's the reason why I'm not able to really field a huge amount of units. So it would be quite nice for us to maybe get a little bit more of that, so that I can actually start fielding better units. Okay, let's do this. Actually unsure whether... Oh, there we go. Starting to hit things. Right, okay. I'm very much overestimating the bullet drop that I'm going to be seeing here, but it's okay, because these guys are using muskets. Yeah, take that. That is kind of funny. Right. And thankfully this shotgun actually does use, you know, decent enough ammunition, so I'm able to, you know, actually have a good amount of kills to my name. Yeah, the horses do seem to go kind of crazy, but that is to be expected. All right, I'm gonna get out my lightsaber. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have some power strike now, so let's do a little bit of damage here. These guys are obviously using extremely heavy armor, and they're going to be very, very difficult for us to eliminate. You can see already that it takes multiple hits in melee for us to eliminate some of their hardier units. So even though they're using muskets and everything, they are going to be kind of a match for us. So, you know, bear that in mind. The units that you're seeing that are using, you know, medieval or indeed in this case Renaissance weaponry are not going to be pushovers in regards to lightsabers and energy weapons and things like that. Especially considering they outnumber us at the moment and we are not winning, which is not great. And I don't even have riding skill. I should have gotten some riding skill, shouldn't I? That probably would have made more sense. Oh well, never mind. How are we doing so far? We've lost 19 units and we've only eliminated 47, so bear that in mind. There's how many? He has about 147 or somewhere around there. So he's gonna take quite a bit of time for us to eliminate him, but it would be nice if we could do this so I could show the siege. Let's come on, yeah, take him out. There we go. We're leveling up like nothing else actually. Let me see what I can do about that. Let's just level up a little bit more. Let's get more power strike, get more HP, and we're actually going to level up our two-handed weapon proficiency now because I think my shotgun is pretty effective as it is. This is just going to help me to... Yep, come on, get back here. He's running away. Or is he? Yeah, I thought he was actually coming back around for a second there. But, yeah. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so let's get out my shotgun, see if I can do something here. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Nice headshot, and maybe we can kill that guy. No. Okay, let's just reload. I kind of wish that I'd, you know, maybe taken something a little bit different now instead of the shotgun, because obviously it is really, really fun to use, but obviously it just has such little ammunition that it is kind of a problem. Thankfully I have really, really good armor, so it is kind of difficult for enemies to take me out, but bear in mind I'm probably gonna die pretty soon. Let's just get out my shotgun and shoot them. Yeah, there we go. That's what you get. Yeah, I have no more energy capacitors, as you can see. Oh dear. Well, there we go. Zulk is victorious once again. Against those units, at least. I wonder whether we can get some explosive weapons. I'm pretty sure there are explosive weapons to be had, so if I had some explosive weapons, using them against an overwhelming enemy like this one would definitely be very effective. There do seem to be explosions going on here, but it might be part of the enemy faction. I think we are gaining the upper hand, amazingly enough, but now it's probably not going to be very possible for us to do the siege because, well, I mean, technically we can, but I think I'm going to need to rest up a little bit in between this battle and that, and that will obviously take a bit of time. And obviously I'm going to maybe take a bit of time to level up our companions as well. I think that might make sense. Now, I don't know whether you've heard, but the soundtrack has also been dramatically overhauled, and if you're a fan of sort of like upbeat music and kind of fast-paced, because obviously this mod is extremely fast-paced, then you're gonna be very pleased with what you hear. And yeah, I've got to say that in general, I feel like this mod is exactly the kind of thing that you might want to play because it is just so different. And that is its greatest strength with the amount of various features that you're going to be seeing here. And I haven't encountered any problems in regards to crashes or slowdown or anything like that. It's running at a very nice frame rate, and you wouldn't expect that because it has so many custom things, but it is true. It is running very, very well. So yes, otherwise we're just going to send people in here just to finish up the battle, and we now get an opportunity to take this guy prisoner. I'm going to do that, and I'm actually not going to take any prisoners. Should I? I don't really see the necessity for it. It's just going to make me slower. Well, there we go. Let's do that. There's a spyglass. +2 to spotting, pathfinding, and sailing while in the inventory. Very nice indeed. Look at that. We already have another one of those, I think, which is... Oh, wow, that is a rocket. Yeah, they are explosives. They are definitely explosives, so that's kind of amazing. I think I do have something else that actually does help us out in a passive way. I might have actually sold it by mistake. Ah. Well, my bad. My bad. Never mind. Yes, it's a pleasure going into battle with the likes of that fellow. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to end this episode off here. But if you want to see more, then by all means, let me know. Otherwise, you can download the mod through the link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.